You ready?
Ready. Hey, I'm Leah.
And I'm Kaylee.
And this is Two Cups In,
a podcast where nothing is off limits.
So grab a cup of Joe and let's roll.
Grab the Joe.
Grab the Joe juice.
Grab the Joe juice. Got mine.
Right. This week we're coming to you from a new setup in the pod room. Kaylee's
New
worked
pod
her
who
butt
dis?
off. Right. New
pod
year,
who
new
dis?
pod. New pod.
We're not completely done. We
Right.
still got other things to do. We might change behind us a little bit.
Yeah.
New chairs. These
Our
tables,
chairs,
though.
like, Wayfair, you got just what I need.
Wayfair, you got just what I need.
Okay, so the desk came and I was like, oh, Wayfair, you got just what I need. Because I'm talking about they were so simple to set up. They went perfectly.
We didn't have an issue.
Right. And then we get these fancy chair. Okay, so it's like that. Now, this is during a snowstorm, so that.
Yeah.
So, first they're texting, they're
Well,
like,
we ordered them right before the snowstorm.
Right. We didn't know the snowstorm was coming when we ordered. We did, but we didn't. But, whatever. So, we get the order placed, and one's coming one day, and then it ain't coming. And it's coming another day, and it ain't coming. And then it's coming Monday, but then it comes Thursday. But then it turns out there was two different ones they were texting me about. They were sending them in two different shipments. So one is still coming Monday.
Yeah.
So we don't have our chairs. But so I'm all singing the praises of Wayfair, you got just what I need.
Wayfair, you got just what I need.
And then what was missing in my chairs thing? The pre-installed screws.
Yeah, no pre-installed screws.
Right. So now I'm in the middle of this email back and forth trying to get screws.
Right.
I may go to Lowe's and get screws. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So that was one of the little tricky things we've had going on this week.
Yeah. New pod,
new room, new pod, new, technically not new room, but new arrangement for the pod.
New things. 2 cameras.
Right.
2 cameras here. 2 cameras. Check it out.
Right. 2 cameras, and we're learning, folks. So
we're learning things.
Bear with us as we learn things. Okay, so this week's coffee, I was wandering around Ingles, and I found this Seattle's Best, and it's Henry's Blend. Henry's Blend. From Seattle's Best. It's like...
It's pretty good.
It's a family of delicious blends in every single cup, from medium to dark roast. That's always a smooth find, they say.
What roast is this one?
So this one is Henry's Blend. And, oh gosh, let's see what Henry's Blend. Here, you read it. This just gets small. Let her read it.
It's a dark roast.
Dark roast.
The short story of how we earned our name.
There you go.
Way back in 1970, we set out to craft the best cup of coffee by using only the finest beans and perfecting our signature smooth roast. We landed on something downright delicious. And because we knew we had something special, we entered a competition and we were named the best coffee in Seattle.
Hence.
We were thrilled and knew we had found our name. Today, we continue to obsess over the award-winning coffee because our name reminds us just how we've set the bar. It's a challenge to us and a promise to you.
Sweet. Seattle's Best.
Somebody needs to make me read things.
Right. So we found it at Ingles, or I found it at Ingles, because I was like looking for the last few days, trying to decide on a kind of coffee.
Made with Latin American beans.
Right. We try our best to get something different each time. Right now, we've been getting things at our local area because we don't have a lot of other choice. But
when we get a bigger audience,
right, y'all hopefully
wink,
will
wink.
Start recommending things for us to get. We'll get it.
Sending us stuff or something.
Right.
Yeah, I'm down.
So we can try it out here on the pod.
I'm down.
So if there's any small coffee companies want to be shouted out on a little coffee podcast, let us know. Send us your coffee. We'll review it. We'll drink it. Let's tell the folks about it.
Let's tell the folks.
Right. So the other day when we came on, we had a couple of things we forgot. I forgot this present that I'm going to show y'all.
Oh, yes.
So I'll go ahead and show it to you. That way we can get it out of the way and we'll talk about our other stuff. But Kaylee and Todd got me this awesome
There you go.
Pokemon card. Yeah.
Special delivery
Special
Charizard.
delivery Charizard. And me and Beatty, which is my granddaughter, had just watched this episode just a few weeks back. So that makes it kind of cool. But it is a mint 10 PSA graded card. Can I say how happy I am to have it? It's so cute. I love it. Love it. I love
The
Charizard.
woman loves her Pokemon cards.
Right. I love Charizard. He's one of my favorites.
Charizard!
Right.
Charizard!
It probably won't sit there. It'll probably fall over. But hey, there we are.
There we are.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. Cartman.
Mine's got the anal probe. Oh,
I love
caught
Cartman.
that.
He's
Anal probe from episode 1.
right. It's like my favorite episode. Okay, so we had some things we were going to talk about this week, especially since they're relevant to society today.
This one is literally relevant today.
Right,
the day we are
today.
recording. It might not be relevant the day this comes out.
Right.
But the day we are recording. TikTok was banned this morning.
Right. TikTok was banned.
TikTok was banned. Our hearts were broken. America's falling apart.
Right. It is falling apart.
Craziness.
Okay.
Craziness. But guess what?
Right. At 4:00 this evening, we turned it on, and there it popped up. So I don't know what to say.
Right before 4 o'clock.
Right now,
It says,
we can see it.
We have won this battle.
Right. So that brought us to the topic of if you are a social influencer on TikTok and their other sites. So this is how I feel about it. Like, I don't have a huge account, so did it affect me? Slightly sad, but not like no real true effect. But I have some friends that I've been watching since just right pre-COVID. That's about when we all started hard and heavy on it because there's nothing else to do. One or two people have built like whole brands. They've built whole jobs. They've turned their whole lives around, built farms. They've done all kinds of things through TikTok. And so I hope that our congressmen figure out a way to allow us this. And the reason I want to say that is I got hacked on Facebook not long ago. Now, Facebook is America made, American owned.
Mark
And
Zuckerberg,
right,
we're talking to you.
They want to act like we're going to get hacked and scammed on TikTok. I'm sorry, but we're going to get hacked and scammed on Meta. If they hack and scam you, then you can't even contact Meta. It's just Christine from Meta, which is a scammer. So if you ever try to contact Meta and Christine from Meta comes on, hang up that bitch or that lady immediately is a scammer. She scammed my aunt. She scammed me. She scams. And what they do is we'll just talk about it since it's slightly embarrassing for me. Because, like, you'd think somebody my age would catch on, but what they do is hit you quickly with a lot of information. But it's mind-blowing information, like child pornography and stuff like that. So they make you feel like you need them to hurry up and get in your phone and figure out what's going on because you've had child porn downloaded on their site by your phone. And that's how they get you. So automatically your brain starts flying through other things because that right there is going to throw you for a loop. And then they just talk real fast and they just keep going. And so immediately, if you get hacked through Meta, I don't know if you can get your account back or not. I decided to take a hiatus. I've not decided if I'm going to get back on Facebook just yet or not. But I can tell you this. If I do, I will only get on it. And it will only be on a phone or a tablet that is not attached to any banking institution whatsoever. Because as soon as I deleted the app and all that goes with it, she didn't get in my phone anymore. But she was trying to get in my phone like constant once she got into it.
Rude.
Right. So I've got to change my whole phone.
Yeah,
and
they got her whole Facebook account taken
everything
down and deleted.
even
It's gone.
The
whole thing's gone.
Netflix, and I had to go in to Netflix and get my Netflix account back. So they were going after everything that I had. So if you have Facebook on a cell phone where you have your financial institutions, I feel like you might rethink that.
Yep.
Rethink that. Don't have them in the same place because they don't care about nothing else but cryptocurrency. And I'll tell you why. Because it's not regulated. The government helps us with all that other form of finances, but there's really no regulation right now for cryptocurrency. So it's easier for them to steal it, and nobody's the wiser or can do anything with them because there's really no regulation. So there's the loophole that they're surfing through.
Right.
A little butthole loophole.
Right.
Butthole loophole. All right. There's my experience with Facebook. This happened right at Christmas.
Yep.
So it really kind of threw me for a loop for a second.
It was ridiculous.
And then I decided just to take time off and just rethink my whole thing. So here we are. Still don't have it. Still rethinking. Okay, Kaylee, has anything weird happened to you? Have you been scammed? Have you been targeted by catfishes? Them are everywhere too. There's so many dummy accounts, man.
Right.
Oh my lord.
I mean, they try to reach out to me, but I grew up in the age of when it
Yeah,
all
see,
started.
that's how
so
she's lucky over me.
I pay attention very quickly. But what happened to you? It's still weird though.
It is still weird.
It was just.
And I really honestly probably should just go ahead and let the authorities know. But it's so embarrassing. Those things are hard.
Right.
Yeah. They're really hard.
Bastards.
Right. It really is embarrassing. So
can't trust nobody.
Right, you can't. So we thought we'd talk this week about each other and what we're up to. And I am wondering what Kaylee's up to as of late.
Working.
I know
always.
This girl is working.
Be a wedding planning.
Oh,
Currently
wedding planning.
Working on the food sitch, that whole thing. Working on that right now. My ladies are taking me to a bridal show soon.
I'm excited about that kind of because I wanted to go to one of these, even though I ain't getting hitched. Got no plans to get hitched, none of that.
Right.
But I don't know. They look so fun. And I feel like I did go to one years ago with a friend. But
yeah,
I'm
I've never been to one. I'm excited too. I can't wait. All my bridesmaids and my mom are going, so we're gonna have a good time.
Right. I feel like we're gonna have a good time.
It's gonna be fun.
Right. And anytime that we can get out and about in public and I can splurge on some, I don't know, little retail therapy or find something cool to get or
some
buy.
good food we ain't ate before.
Right. That's right up my alley.
100%. 100%.
Right.
But yeah, just wedding stuff. That's what I be into.
What have you found? You found anything cute, anything? Is there anything you're working through at the moment?
I was working on photographer. I don't have that yet. Still got, what are we? We got 10 months.
Yeah.
We got 10 months, so still got a little bit of time, but I want to get it done ASAP because that's a big one.
It is.
But I wanted to wait till after the bridal show because you never know what you could do, what you could win, what you could find, things. You know what I mean? Because I also have been really thinking about wanting a videographer too. Cause
yeah, that's cool.
I mean, it's worth it.
It is.
It is worth it. Just trying to stay within budget over here.
Right. Oh, weddings are expensive. That's all I'm saying about that.
Really, really, really got to get into the motivation of getting this body in shape for a wedding dress.
Right. And then I got to ball on a budget.
Focus.
Right. We got to ball on a budget
Ballin'
and get ourselves situated.
Venue, check.
Check. So that's checked
DJ,
off.
Check.
2 things checked off.
Hair, check.
3 things checked off.
Makeup, check.
Check. 4 things checked off.
Woo!
I feel like she's at least got
caterer check. I just got to figure out the food. So yeah.
Well, there you are.
We're working on it.
You're not doing
we're
too
doing
bad
this.
Considering.
No, I want to slide into it smoothly. I don't want to be getting anything last minute. So right now I'm also searching the internet and figuring out exactly what flowers I want to use. What are the flowers I want to use? Once I figure that out,
important.
I can start working on my centerpieces and all those different things. Whoa.
Right.
I knew that was going to happen.
those are things that help you decide with colors, arrangements, this, that, and other. The flowers,
Hold that up, will you?
Oh, these are our cute little pictures we made in our earliest
Yes,
podcast.
our very, very first videotaped, technically episode 2.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is on Spotify.
Right.
But our first video on YouTube and our episode 2 is from these paintings. We painted
Right.
them that day.
And this is our second week on Spotify videos.
This is our
So,
second pod for Spotify video.
We
So.
started out with just sound on Spotify, and then Kaylee figured out how to get us on video on Spotify 2 times ago. So this is our second time on video on Spotify. So we're really excited about that. I watched it and it looked good to me.
Pretty sure this is episode 20.
Yeah, I feel like this is episode 20. We're rocking along. Maybe we'll have some confetti at 25.
20.
I don't know. Now,
that's crazy.
If all y'all friends of ours could get like 5 friends of yours to watch the pod, like and subscribe,
dudes,
man, we'll grow.
Dudes, we're gonna start working on doing a little more to promote ourselves out there.
Yeah.
But we also do need help from our loyal followers and friends that are watching us. Like, please share on whatever social media you use.
We love you guys. So, like, there's a like button down there somewhere.
I can't tell.
Yeah. There's a like button
Hit
down
that
there.
like button down there.
And I'm going to go down to Gina's.
Make sure you're subscribed.
And show her how to hit the like up.
Throw
button.
a comment. Even if it's just, you don't know what to say, just say, hey guys, what's up? Watch your pod. Great. Right. Thanks. We love you.
And if you have
we reply to all comments.
Right. If you have a friend that you think would like it or, would share it to their social media
hey,
outlet.
You should check these 2 goober heads out.
Something's wrong with them.
Something's wrong with these guys.
Right.
They're all right, though.
Mostly we're all right.
We
only got like a tiny screw or 2 loose.
Right.
And in my day, we always said, I'm just a French fry too short of a Happy Meal.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, yes.
Right.
All right, Laura. Well, since you asked me what I've been doing recently, what have you been doing recently? What have you been up to this week?
Well, I've had the most fortunate thing to happen. I'm so excited. I don't know if I've talked about my antiques being at a little booth in Cleveland called Vintage Blessings, but I have had my name on the waiting list at Clarksville Mill Antique Mall. And so this week I heard from them. And mind you, I'm just getting my little booth going. So it's a much bigger space than the one in Cleveland.
We will insert a picture of said booth.
Right.
Insert a picture of booth.
Right now, it don't look as full as it will because what I need, it's got a lot of floor space. And so I'm going to need some things to put on the floor. So I'm going to have to go looking around for that. And there's 1 or 2 things that I've collected here at the house. One that I thought I would sell when I got it, but one I don't want to. So I don't know if I have a hard time parting with certain things.
She really does.
But I'm really excited to have this spot at Clarksville Mills. They get a lot of foot traffic. And if you go in the door and you take a left down the first little hallway, the first hallway you come to the right, my booth is right down there on the right. It's like booth 13. I don't know if I have a sign up for it yet. Sweet. But my little things on the inside will be tagged 13. We'll put a picture on here, but mind you, that's just now getting started. It'll be fuller than that soon. I'm working on tagging some more. I had my granddaughter this weekend, so I don't get to get her too often. So I chose to spend time with her, and she had me playing a cat game. So like we've been like gaming and whatever.
Yeah, she be wilding.
All right, she be wilding.
She's
a lot of fun though. Let me tell you, I'm just gonna have to tell y'all about. We're here. She's got a cat game. It's called Little Kitty Big City. And so before we've got the game figured out, I'm in there cooking for us. And she's just playing the game. And I hear her laughing maniacally. So I'll go in there. And she's figured out how to trip people and steal their cell phone. And so she has a whole hoard of cell phones under the fruit stand that she stole from people in the game. Later in the game, you find out you do have to steal a cell phone anyway to give to this bird or this hummingbird or mosquito or something that is on social media and his phone broke. So But to hear her
Bro,
laughing because she was tripping people and stealing her
she
cell
was
phone.
acting like my brother in real life.
Right.
You just keep that to the video games, young lady.
Right. The video games.
Only video games, young
Only
lady. You
video
leave
games.
people's cell phones alone. It's not yours.
Right.
It's not yours.
She's so funny. Oh
She
my
is funny.
God.
But we figured on this episode we'd do something we hadn't done in a while and give y'all a little random fact.
Do you know? I just searched a minute for mine, but it's pretty ridiculous.
Go for it, Lair.
So I feel like
I'm ready. I'm ready to hear it.
right. Did you know? Legit, did you know that during World War One, the French built a fake Paris to throw off the German bombers? Do you believe that?
Fake Paris?
A fake Paris to throw off the German bombers. That's mine.
Your mother smelled those elderberries.
Right. Ooh.
That's funny.
Right.
All right. That's wild.
It is wild. A whole fake Paris. What are you going to do with that? That's just
Did
a
they
fake
buy
Paris. I don't know.
We're going to have to look into that.
Right.
Did they buy it? All right.
That's
for
just
me,
some extra property they had.
the largest sandcastle in the world measured 54 feet high.
That is a freaking huge. You could almost live in that sandcastle.
How do you get the sand to stay together like that? You cheating. Don't lie to me.
Right. I don't even know how,
Cheap.
honestly, though, how would you get the sand to stay?
I don't get it.
Because if you don't have the right moisture content, how's the sand going to stay?
I know you're supposed to have a little baking water and whatever. I'm not good at building sandcastles. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever.
Right. That's a lot, though. 54 feet. I don't know, man.
And that has been Random Facts with Leah and Kate.
Right. 54 feet sandcastles and a whole fake Paris for World War
And a
One.
whole fake Paris.
Right.
Ah,
Wish I had the money for build me a fake Paris.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Here, bomb this.
We hope you like the way we've set up our, episode. This is definitely not how we're going to completely be set up. I feel
No.
like our backdrop might change a little bit.
Definitely.
And then our chairs, we'll have our chairs and, the things on our desks once we get our desks settled and dressed up the way we want them and things. And
Also, the color of background eventually will change, but that's in a future coming.
yeah,
I don't know.
that's what I was
when,
saying. The
because,
backdrop's going to change.
Right. The whole.
We need to paint this entire room. This
Yeah.
room is, yeah.
There's a couple of spots we got to save where Dusty signed it and stuff.
But
but
we have started
it
to
is
dedicate
pink.
the entire thing to the pod room. So
Right.
we are going to completely clean it out. We will, paint it and get it done and set it up the way we want it. And
we stole Aiden and them's bed recently because
Hey.
they don't ever sleep up here.
we live next door, literally.
Right. And they sleep on the couch. He sleeps
They either
on
stay
the
at my
couch
house or they sleep on the couch.
every single time.
Yeah. He doesn't.
And I'll say to him, you have a whole room upstairs.
And Evelyn sleeps in the bed with her. So
Yeah.
What's the point? She's got a huge bed. I mean, come on. You could all three of them could sleep in that same bed and not really touch each other.
Right. He tried to sleep in the bed with me the other day. He's like, but I was like, dude.
Dude, he's 11 years old, taller than me.
He is.
Man,
he's a mess,
huge.
that one.
He's huge.
He is a mess. I just remember, though, the same thing when we were kids fighting over Granny Hopper, who wanted to sleep in the bed with her. Andrea always won Andrea because she was the baby of the family. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
We'll let you have that little bit.
I'm one of those kids. I slept with my dad until I was like 14. They had a water bed, and
Right,
Mom
good.
wasn't sleeping in it.
Right.
Number one, for a while she did work third shift, so she was
I
gone.
did a lot of
But other than that, she would sleep on the couch or on the chair.
Well, I
on
had
the
this recliner because, like, pre-Chandler getting a CPAP, oh my God, the snoring was ridiculous. It was hard to sleep. But since we worked
And
opposite
then the
shifts,
CPAP. Nowadays they have silent
Yeah.
CPAPs.
even
they
though
did
with
not
just
have
that whooshing
those.
sound, it was better than his snoring.
He did not have. They're silent now. I'm like, what? That would have been nice.
That man could raise the roof, buddy. He could literally raise the roof.
roof.
Anybody that's ever slept in the vicinity of him knows.
I'm just here to
Ooh.
say, We're just two random, live in the middle of nowhere people that started a podcast.
Right.
We had no following, nowhere, no nothing, no nothing. We're just chilling, dude.
We're so rural. We don't even have town for 15 minutes either way.
It's
But that's
like
not like hardcore
no,
rural, but it is.
but it's like, we're building this literally from the ground up. Like
Yeah.
we don't have a following anywhere. We're just
Right.
here. We just wanted to do a podcast. Our friends were like, "Dude, we'll listen," and here we are.
Well, Wayfair, you got just what I need. You can always sponsor us, Wayfair.
Yeah, we've got your tables and
Right.
about to have your chairs.
About to have your chairs.
Sponsor us.
Right. Wayfair, you got just what I need.
Wayfair, you got just what I need.
Right. I wouldn't cost much to sponsor at all.
Yeah.
Oh God. Right. And then I'm, Target. I get a lot of stuff from Target. I'm gonna start bringing in my random Legos and whatever, because Target has a hard toy section that's exclusive.
I literally told Todd and Aiden last night. So like Lego come out with that whole botanical gardens thing.
Yeah.
And I am awful with plants. I try to keep them alive. Currently have a cactus and an aloe plant Mom gave me.
Years.
So I've got a cactus that's lived. I've got an aloe plant that's currently still looking good and alive that Mom gave me. So I'm working on it. But I was like, I just want the look of more plants in my house. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start buying me those little botanical sets and putting them together and setting them in different places in my house, just making them look cute. Because they're cute, and I love Legos anyways.
Legos are awesome.
Why not?
If you're ADD or ADHD, put a Lego set together.
I mean, y'all sit here and see me pick up my pen and all
right, and fidget with it. That's tiny little pieces for your little tiny brain to fidget with. Right. And so if anybody knows anything about ADHD that like we do, is like honestly a sign of higher intelligence. Just because our brain snaps way faster
I got my grade 12.
Right.
I got my grade 12. Check that out.
But anyway, just because our brain snaps way faster than y'all's, and there's like 50 things coming in at once where y'all can only handle one or two, we do pretty good.
Give us something outside. Fidgety.
We'll put
How
it together.
About it?
Right. Give us something fidgety. We'll fidget with it.
Right.
Oh my God, I used to make a lot of racket too. So sometimes when Aiden's making all that racket, I think to myself, I wish you would quit that. But then I remember not being able to be still either, and them yelling at me all the time.
Yeah, me too. All the time. I'm like, yeah, he's mine. Right. Todd says it all the time too. He's like, he gets it from somewhere, and I'm like, shut up. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about before we decide to get out of here?
Well, you know what? I suppose not. But I would like to say we are having the best time doing this podcast.
Yes.
And we really want it to grow. I've been trying to share it on my Tumblr account, on my Twitter or X account.
Yes.
My all my accounts, I've been putting it out there. My YouTube account, because I have my own personal roaming_freely YouTube account. So I've been just trying to on our Instagram, put it out other ways so other people can find us. So share it with your friends.
Please.
Like if you just share it with 2 or 3 friends, we would love that. Especially if you know you got a quirky friend that loves podcasts anyway.
Right.
Because they're pretty popular at the moment. So I know you have a lot of friends that like podcasts.
And like, you can come to YouTube and watch us if you got time. If you ain't got time to watch us, but you got time to listen, we're on Spotify.
Right.
So, like we're ready. We're about to branch out and see if we can't make it over to Apple Podcasts and a few other places. So, wait for the move there. We got big things coming. Things are changing. We're adding things and, just,
we are. We'll have some side projects eventually as we write our, monologues and create our people forum. So, other things are coming.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I've always been that kid who liked acting. I may not have had the best grades, but goofball I have always been.
All right. Well, if you're still here, thank you for listening. It means the world to us.
Right. We, what is it always?
I don't know. You can just kind of go with it. We're doing our best here.
We do appreciate you following us and liking us.
Without you interacting with us and commenting,
right.
we can't grow.
So we have Facebook,
We have Instagram.
right? We
There
have
we go.
Spotify,
We got TikTok. No, we got YouTube.
YouTube, and we have TikTok.
Well,
we love you.
have-
This is Two Cups In
TikTok.
signing out.
we do. Yeah.